Hi, it's John here from Stuff It Let's Go Around Australia. As we said last week, we'd do a couple of cooking videos. So today I'm cooking up more than just enough for 4 people. I'm actually doing a bulk cook up because I'm going to deliver some of these meals to some family and friends that could do with a meal at this time during lockdown. So today I'm going to be cooking a Cheats apricot chicken and rice. So what you'll need, first thing to do, set your oven. Well, we're just going to do this at about 200 degrees. Just set that, preset that. Yep, wrong oven. I want this oven, not that one. Alright. So, as I said, cooking up a bulk lot of this. I'm going to be giving some away. What we've got here is just 3 jars of apricot jam. This is just from Aldi. It's really cheap. If you're just doing it for a family of 4, you just need 1 jar. Then I've got chicken thigh fillets. If you're doing this for a family of 4, I suggest about 6 thigh fillets is a good amount to put in there. You're going to need some red onion. Once again, family of 4, just use either the whole one, depending how much onion you like. If you're not a big fan, then just use like 1/3 or 2/3 of that. You're going to need some white wine to go in with this. And then for our rice, we've got we'll be doing some broccoli and capsicum through our rice and a bit of saffron. If you don't have saffron, don't worry about it. Just do white rice. The only reason I'm putting it in is because it's here, and just for the colour. So the yellow colour of the rice looks good with the rest of the meal. So I'll get started on that and show you what I do. And once again, such an easy meal and very tasty. All right. So I've just trimmed off, you know, any bony bits. Sometimes you'll get some bones on the underside of your thigh fillets, and I've just trimmed off a bit of the fat. So all those fillets there, as you can see, there's not a lot I've trimmed off. Some people don't even trim it at all, just cook it straight up, but I'm a bit picky like that. And I'll just cook those little bits up there for the dog. He will love that. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to just salt and pepper these. What's a good idea, or I find a good idea, I always have mortar and pestle, obviously not in the caravan, but usually at home, just with equal amounts of salt and pepper ground up in there, so it's just nice and easy. So I'll just grab a teaspoon, and I literally just, that's probably a bit much, just a little bit anyway on there. You can, once I've done this, I can always spread it out with my hands afterwards. Look, I'm not pedantic with chicken. I have seen on some cooking shows they put gloves on when handling chicken. Come on, it's not going to kill you guys. It's actually just meat. Sometimes we get a bit overly pedantic with things. So I've also seen like people won't chop the next vegetable up on the board that you've just cut your chicken up, even though it's all going to go in the same pan. So it's sort of like, I understand not chopping chicken on a board that you mainly use for vegetables, but if you've just chopped your chicken and you've got vegetables to go with it, then just put the veggies with it on the same board. So as you can see, I've just spread that out a bit more on those chicken thighs there. Now what we're going to do, we just want to brown these off. So I've just got a shallow saucepan. We're just going to put that heat, probably, we'll just go all the way up. Give that pan a good drizzle of some olive oil. It's nice. I like to cook with olive oil, it's delicious. I've also got 2 trays ready to go. So once I've browned them off either side, I'm just going to go in the tray, and then we'll make the sauce as you would, that it's going to just boil away in the oven and cooking. Alright, I'll get them on. So our oil in our pan's pretty hot already. Just pop them in there. About 6 at a time. So if this was a family of 4, that's probably how many I'd do. And I'd actually just keep it in this pan because it's got a handle on there, and I'd just cook it all in this one pan. But when I'm doing a big batch, you can't really do that. So we'll just brown those off, and I'll get back to you once I've finished browning all them off. So the first lot of thighs has been browned off, just a nice light brown on there. We're just going to pop them over on there. Those ones out. Another quick drizzle of olive. Might turn that pan down. Gee, it's going off. Go down a little bit. Don't need it that hot. Drop. Already smells good, just that pepper getting fried in the pan. Delicious. Wash the hands off a bit. So, and we'll go back to cutting up our other onion, and we'll put that aside. So that's the last of our thighs, all done. Put them over there. Cut them over there. How good do they look? Need to fit one more in there. There we go. So I've got me 2 trays chicken thighs. Turn this off. Good thing this kitchen's nice and easy to clean because I've made an absolute mess there. So that's our chicken ready to go. Now, it's so simple what I do with this. So grab your onion. So you got your onion there. And what I want to do, so just sprinkle that over the top. You could cook this off if you wanted to first, but it's all going to just cook itself down anyway in the oven. So grab your onion. I do probably put a bit more onion in than most. It's what helps take away that sweet flavour from the jam when we put that in. So all good. Okay, so we've done that. Then I really need to get set up better with some sort of tripod for this, but pretty much what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab our jam. I'm just going to take spoonfuls out and put that randomly over all this, or evenly. So I'll do that and I'll come back to you. So as you can see, I've just spread that pretty much evenly over the chicken and the onions. Now I've used 2.5 jars for this. Now it's onto your white wine. Don't be too scared of using a fair bit of this. You want to really poach this through the chicken. So that also helps taking away a bit of that sweetness of the, so what have I used? Oh, probably about 400 mils, 500 mils of wine, and probably just have a swig of that myself. Delicious. So that's it pretty much. So that's your base, so your chicken's there. You're just going to pop this in the oven. About 50 minutes I reckon is a good time on about 200 degrees, and that'll just all melt down. I'd probably go in halfway through, just give it a bit of a stir, but we'll pop that in the oven now. So, our oven's hot. We've got Bob's your uncle. We've got two in here, and they will just cook. They'll come out to wish. Alright, on to the rice. So this is in preparation for our rice. So just real small broccoli florets. Okay, as much as you need for 4 people. And then I've just got some diced capsicum that we're going to use for our rice as well. Okay, so I've got my water boiling on the stove, or about to. I'm putting in a heaped teaspoon of saffron powder. As you can see, that's already going yellow, that water. It's mainly for the colour. That's the main reason I want it. Now, that's what I put in. Saffron yellow. It's not the cheapest stuff, so if you don't have it, don't worry about it. And we're just going to use long grain rice, white rice. I've got 4 cups because I'm making a big batch. Probably for a family of 4, 1.5 cups would do. Just chuck that in there. Give that a bit of a stir. That'll probably take, oh, I don't know. Actually don't go by time, I just try it every now and again. You can already see it's changed colour. So what am I going to do with this? This is going to go in the rice, but I'm going to cook it off first. I don't want it boiling away in the rice. So I'm going to get some olive oil just in our pan over here. Good dash of olive oil. I'll heat that up. And we're going to fry off our capsicum first in there, and then we'll add our broccoli, sorry, it's not cauliflower. And then I'm also going to put some chicken stock in there, and we're just going to cook this down until that's just nice and soft. Not too soft, and I want to keep the colour, so don't overcook it. Alright. So I've just pulled one of the chickens out. See how that's starting to melt down? I'm just going to get that jam mixed in with the wine a bit more. Yeah, all those onions are starting to get soft now. It's really good. So we'll do that with the other tray as well, and then we'll just let it do its thing for about 20-25 minutes, maybe half an hour. Look who's wandered into the kitchen, eh? And what do you want? Scraps off the ground? Well, there ain't any. Bad luck. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. Walk away. On your bed. Come on. On your bed. Hurry up. Hurry up. On your bed. Oh, what a naughty doggy. So, as you can see, this rice is almost soaked up all that water, and she's right up. It's pretty well done. I'll give it a couple more minutes. You could take it off like that, but we'll make it have a little bit longer, I think. It's good. It's got a little tiny bit of a crunch to it still. Look how yellow that is. How cool is it? Oh, sneaky bit of capsicum. That's alright. You can stay in there. Alright. Yeah. Let's have a look in here. I know it wasn't long ago, but let's have a look. Whoa. Look at that. And that smell is delicious. Yum. So I've just drained that. The rice is ready. I like to always just give it a rinse with hot water as well, just get a bit of that excess, I guess, starchy stuff off. So that's all been done. Now I'll put this in a bigger bowl. I might have done too much rice actually. 4 cups is a lot, but we'll work it out. Alright, 2 secs. So as you can see, I was hoping to do 10 serves to send out, but it looks like we're doing 8 today. So I've just evened it out into 8. I've also done a plate just so when I dish this up you can see what it all looks like when it's done if you were doing it at home. But we will package up these, let these cool down a bit, and then we will package them up, and they can heat them up at home in their own time, and hopefully they like it. But our chicken is coming along. It's bubbling away like crazy in there. Oh, look at that. Look, if I actually showed you it would be better, wouldn't it? So I'm going to move these about. I'm going to put the bottom one to the top, and I'm going to turn all the thighs over, just so they cook nice and evenly. So I've got my dishes there and who I'm sending these to. So I'm just going to divvy out the chicken thighs, and I'm just going to leave that sauce because I'm going to do something to that just to take a little bit of that sweetness away from the jam. And we'll also plate up over here and you'll see what it looks like. So that's 1.5 chicken thigh pieces, which I actually think is plenty for a meal. Obviously we've got the sauce to go on that as well. I'm going to divvy up these now. A tiny bit of that chicken there. See what that's like, eh? That smells good. It's pretty hot. Oh, it's so tender. That with the rice and the sweetness of that sauce is delicious. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a little bit, follow me, I'm going to go in the pantry. I'm going to grab some soy sauce. So I think it just needs a bit of that bite taken away from the apricot jam. Oh, that was a bit much. So that's all we're doing, and I'll also give it a nicer colour. So see how it brings that a bit darker, gives it a bit of saltiness as well. So soy sauce is really good to use in situations like that, just to give it a bit of saltiness and a bit of flavour and a bit of colour. So you're getting 3 things out of that one ingredient, which is really nice and easy. Takes away that orange colour, just makes it look a bit nicer, doesn't it? Okay, so that is very good. Alright, there we have it. This is my Cheats apricot chicken, just made with apricot jam, white wine, onions and your thigh fillets, just on a nice bed of saffron rice, a little bit of capsicum through there, and those little bits of broccoli florets. And if that's how I was serving it up at home, that's pretty much the portion I'd be doing. That's 1.5 thigh pieces per person, and I guess rice wise it's probably a good cup of rice there, but that's very filling. So I've been able to do most of my packs to go out, but I've got 2 more to go and I've run out of thighs, so I'm going to have to go get a bag of thighs and I'm going to finish this off. Alright, hope you enjoyed that, and once again, this is such a simple dish. You could easily do this in your Weber. It really wouldn't be hard to do in the Weber. You could just one pot it. So just get one casserole dish, just brown off your thigh fillets, chuck in your red onion, chuck in your apricot jam and your white wine, and then just close the lid and just let that go for about an hour, and those thigh fillets will just become so tender, just breaking apart, and that juice and the onions will all reduce down. Rice, obviously you can cook that in your van if you've got the option, or if you've got a little gas stove. It's a pretty simple dish that you could do anywhere. I've just had the luxury of a kitchen today, but yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed the meal. Alright, let me know what you think. See ya.